whatever you want to do in bed, guys. Like okay, I can do whatever you want, like hurting you in bed. Hello everyone! Welcome to Filipina Wonder channel. And on this vlog, everyone, I will going to talk about the stereotypes that occurs here in the Philippines. That you might gonna think that this is a disaster of you or the awesome dream that you ever done in your life. And we're gonna talk about this the beauties, exotic beauty stereotypes, gold digger stereotypes, and many more here, guys. We're gonna talk about the stereotypes here in the Philippines. Okay, but before that, I want you guys to subscribe first to my channel if you like this video or upon continuing in this video. And then, if you have any more question, guys, you can comment there in the comment section, okay? So let's get started. First is the gold digger stereotypes. A lot of people might say that Filipina are all gold diggers, that Filipinas are just marrying a foreigner just because they want money, stability, and financial or economically. They just want that. So basically, if you want to move here in the Philippines, or if you know this, that Filipinas are commonly not really into age gap preference of the guy. They're dating a like 60s, 70s, 80s, or how old they are. No, so that's the reason why we created this stereotypes kind of thing about the Filipinas, that the Filipinos are all good diggers just because they're in a relationship with the older guys. But Filipinas, guys, we don't really matter of that. Why? One of the reason, guys, why Filipina are in a relationship with them is that stabilities of the emotions. We want a matured man, and then we want a guy that is not always looking for another one. We're wanting just to, we want our partner, and we know that most of the guys who's older than us is quiet, will not going to look for another woman. So their focus is into us only. Filipinas are not very opportunistic. So people might say that they're in a relationship with the older guys is because they are very opportunistic, gold digger, with shall we call that, right? But we are not. We are not, guys. And but there are some maybe that it helps to add on into the stereotypes that some of the other Filipina marrying old guys just because using them for a money. But eventually, guys, some of the other intention turn into real or genuine. So we cannot actually stereotypes in this kinds of thing just because of what one Filipinas done wrong into a foreigner guy, into the old guy, right? Because world is not perfect, guys, and world is not all the same. So everyone is not the same. So as a Filipinas, we are not the same as them. If they do that, then we are different as well. So we cannot stereotypes this kind of thing. So I am hoping you guys in that situation, guys, because that is commonly a problem that you might gonna scare just because you think that Filipino might gonna use you. So don't lose hope, guys. If you're really if you don't have a partner there in your country, then it's now your time to shine here in the Philippines because there's a lot of single Filipina that is looking for real love, not a gold digger, not your gold. The next is submissive stereotypes. So Filipinas are very known as obedient or prioritizing their husbands before their well-being, right? And that's really commonly most of the YouTubers told you that Filipinos are very submissive. But I'm gonna tell you guys, Filipinas are submissive in the good way, like you know, like serving their partner and prioritizing their partner. So that's our actually our doings, like as a woman, as a wife here in our country, guys, that we learned that one from our family, from our parents, that we need to prioritize the well-being of our partner before us. And of course, like what well-being is that because we created as like to clean the house, to take care of the children, to prepare a food for you, to our husband, right? So but we are submissive in a good way, we are very obedient in a good way, but in terms of submissive in bed, like whatever you want to do in bed, guys, like okay, I can do whatever you want, like hurting you in bed, because there are some people like me gonna do this, but Filipina in that area, guys, that might gonna hurt them, something that will gonna hurt them, they will not gonna submit to you. So you better like know that we are just submissive in a good way, not just in being torturing to us or any kind of thing that you want us to do that is against of our woman laws. The next is exotic beauty. So we all know that, of have you heard that Filipinas are very unique in terms of their beauty, their skin color. So you might gonna stereotype, oh, I want to come to the Philippines because they're very beautiful, they're very sexy, petite, and then they're very smiling, smiling, and their faces is like it makes warm your heart, or their, the skin colors, the skin tone, So we forgot that because of that stereotypes, we forgot to look the personality. So sometimes, guys, when we open to decide or to look the outside beauty, we forget to look the inner personality, the inner beauty of the person. So that is one of the problems also of the relationship, because they just look after the outside of the appearance, and that relationship didn't last long because of the other person is not looking for a real one. They're not real, you know what I mean, that they are not really meant for you. They didn't do anything like we're gonna come to you together, right? So sometimes the beauty of the person will going to be disaster sometimes. So that's the reason why don't really stereotypes, that kind of thing. You need to look after the personality of the person, and it's really a bonus if they are pretty or they are gorgeous, they have a nice body, they're very petite, the skin color. But the most important is that to look after their personality as well. If you're looking for a real Filipina, then look after the personality of the person, because if you are going to move here in the Philippines, and then you're kind of very observant, you already knew, or you can get to know that who's the real ones and who's not, right? So just take your time, and then always look into the personality of the person, and the outside is a kind of bonus. So next is the language barriers. So often people say that Philippines is a good country and they can speak in English, but is it? Filipinas are capable, they're very intelligent to speak in English. Well, some of the other may say that some people live in the province, might they are not really oriented to English speaking skills, right? And that's really true. So, but people are trying, like a foreigner trying to stereotypes, like just don't go to Thailand because Thailand they really cannot speak in English. While in the Philippines, it's everything you need. Like the girls in there can speak in English. But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Some of the other Filipino also are having hard time to communicate with in English, especially they are not educated. Some of the other, just because of the poverty, their parents cannot send them to school, so that's the reason why that it's not helping them to be intelligent in that way, like speaking in English. But most of the Filipinos can speak, but there are some. So don't try to stereotypes that you can actually like talk with every people Filipinos that you met, right? So this will gonna be a problem sometimes in a relationship, that even me sometimes, guys, that like even I still can communicate with you in English, but there are some words, guys, that I might gonna like say this is disrespectful, but this is a but the truth is that is a humor from your country, but I don't really just don't understand, but I'm just trying to be understand how much more that people like are not really orient of your language, right? They might gonna be a problem, you're gonna get problem to that. So your humor actually, guys, don't really like try to express it, like because sometimes it may cause some dramas, cause some understanding. So just chill and then talk it slowly, because you are in our country, and of course, like we are as a Filipino, we are trying our best to communicate with the people like foreign people, guys, because we are a kind of very welcoming people. So we're very happy people, guys, that you ever met. So visit in the Philippines, but not try to stereotypes the language barrier the Filipinas can communicate with you thoroughly. The last one, but not the least, is mail order bride. So we often stereotypes, we hear this one from the other people that Filipina just marrying a foreigner because they want a green card. They want a green card, they want a stability, they want your money, or they want people like have a long nose, or they want a kids that have a long nose, fair skin. But the truth is, some of the other Filipinas are not really into that just because of your personality. Most of the Filipina guys are looking for this personality of the person. Have you seen many of the Filipina are in a relationship with their partner and they're already moving to the other country? But let me tell you, I can tell that they're very happy. Why? Because I love watching, videos from from the foreigners in the Filipina who's moving abroad. And then I can tell that they're genuine, they're taking care of each other. And it's not always talking about the green card. We are not like that, guys. Maybe some of the other, but there are few Filipinas who think about that. But let's not stereotype just because of the one doings, trying to stereotype that all Filipinos just want a green card, or they are like less very educated and they just use you for the economic reasons. So guys, with every kinds of stereotypes in there, guys, just bring yourself here in the Philippines and then try to be observant, and then don't make it generalize everything, okay? And then try not to put into the stereotypes into serious, like just try to be observant. Bring yourself here in the Philippines and everybody, and then learn about our cultures, and then take your time upon marrying or being in a relationship with a Filipina. So because some of the stereotypes me will going to be afraid of being in a relationship with a Filipina, so end up like hooking up or whatever kinds of relationship is that, or just a friends. So if you want a happy life and have a partner, so bring yourself here and then be genuine to your feelings, and then be kind to them, and then take your time upon choosing someone that you want to live your life for the rest of your life, right? So anyway, guys, thank you, and God bless everyone who's watching on this video. Thank you, everybody. God bless.